Hi guys, I am in my studio right now, at home, because I actually couldn't fall asleep. I don't know, I guess it's kind of been a lot on my mind. Yes, we did not long ago. Yeah, we went to Jenny 선배님의 after party today. It was actually such an amazing experience. Like, she is such a sweet 언니, and Rosie 선배님 was also there, Rosie 선배님, and she's so down to earth. She's great. Anyway, we got to have like a really fun time. We got to do some dancing, which was very, very interesting. It was, yeah, definitely a night to remember. Okay, so basically, I don't know, I just wanted to talk to you guys because I felt like there was so much stuff piled, like words, like things that I wanted to say piled up inside of me, and I don't know, I just like didn't really have a way to express it properly and to let you guys know. And turning on like Insta and being able to talk to you like this is kind of like, well, the only really way that was possible right now. It still feels kind of weird talking to you guys at this time of night because I should be well asleep. It's like 5 in the morning. Yeah, it's almost 5 in the morning. But thank you. Okay, I actually jotted some stuff down that I wanted to say because, as some bunnies may know, it takes some time for me to properly process what I want to say before they are put into words. And, well, I don't know, you can think of it like as an extra thick filter that my words have to pass through before they are actually being said. And there is a reason for this. I'll get to that later. But basically, I made a promise with myself recently. I made a promise with myself to break free from a kind of shell that I built around myself. That's the most, I don't know how else I can explain it, but yeah, I want to break free from this kind of wall shell that I built around myself. And I think this was built in the time of when I started off as a trainee, and then from the time before I met 민희진 대표님. And okay, if I just tell you everything, if I go into detail, okay, I'm going to go into detail because, this is something that's important to me and is important for us in a way. No, this isn't sad. Well, it's not sad. You don't have to think of it as sad. It's actually something really good. It's something really positive. But there's a story behind it because, there's also always has to be a hard time for some breakthrough to happen. At least that's what I feel and I believe. So, okay, so back when I was a trainee, I was kind of like ignorant of how I felt in a way. So there were times where like deep down I knew something was wrong, but then like I forced myself to believe that that was normal, and like, you know, everything that's happening is very much normal in a way. And I remember being so cautious of like all the rules. I remember being so cautious not to break all these rules that you had as a trainee. And then I realized, like looking back now, that a lot of these rules, please don't crash on me live. Please don't do this, because I don't want this to like be lagging or anything. Will you be my... No, okay. Yes, reconnecting with my feelings. Okay, anyway, yeah, so there were all these rules, and then I realized afterwards that like a lot of these rules didn't have much meaning. And for example, and these are just like little things, you had to leave like a message before you were able to go to the toilet, and this was even in free time. And you were constantly being watched over when you were in the practice room. So you didn't have much freedom at all. I also actually remember, this is kind of weird, but I remember having to take pictures of what I ate before I was actually able to consume it. And I had to send them pictures to our manager, and she would have to check it. Anyway, there were lots of like little things. And the reason that we had to follow all these rules, this is how I felt. The reason that we had to follow all these rules was because otherwise we felt like we weren't going to be able to fulfill it. We weren't going to be able to debut. We felt that they were just going to cut us if we didn't obey all these rules. And even now, sometimes I think I haven't like gotten past that mindset in a way. So yeah, it may not be for the other members, but it is for my case. And this, of course, like very much changed when I met Minijin Tepenim. I remember her being like also extremely shocked when she heard about our life as a trainee. I remember thinking, like, why would they use this kind of system when in fact it deprives us of creativity? And I'm not sure, like, it could be just because it's been passed down through the industry. Like, that could be the reason. And it also could be just because the people in control at that stage just wanted it to be easier to take control. So, yeah. Anyway, so through like having many, and when I say many, I mean many, I had many deep conversations with my mum. Was only after, having all these deep conversations with my mum was I able to realize the situation and understand what that time actually, how much of an effect it had on me, really. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just trying to okay. I wasn't actually I wrote a lot of stuff down that like I was feeling because I just couldn't get to sleep. I don't know what, like, I just couldn't get to sleep. So I started just like writing down how I felt and what I was going through. And then I never thought I was going to say all this. I didn't think that I was going to be talking to you guys like this about my past, because it takes a lot of courage for me to, really go into detail about that time. So, yeah. Actually, it was after a recent interview with members that I'm not quite sure when this interview is going to be released. I don't know, I don't want to give any spoilers, but it probably will be released after the ComplexCon. But it was kind of like an important interview that we did. And this was all the members together. But anyway, yeah, after that interview is when I talked to my mum about how I noticed myself becoming very emotional, talking about my past experiences. And it was to the point, like, where I couldn't properly say what I wanted to say in the first place. And I just ended up just like not being, like, words not coming to mind. And I guess it was because, like, I felt so challenged in a way and strange for me to be sharing my own feelings in such depth. Because those emotions, for me, were like bottled up for a long time. They were just compressed inside of me for a very, very long time. And this interview was in front of cameras too. So I was like, on the inside, and then trying to be like, oh, keep it calm, on the outside. It very much didn't work. Like, although I tried very hard, I ended up, like, getting all teary and, like, my throat all getting all tight. But I tried my hardest. But yeah, it was because of that time, definitely, that time as a trainee, that I spent that time that I spent in such a confined environment, that I slowly grew ignorant of my emotions. Basically, yeah. So, and this may not have been in like a very direct way. But what I felt, my surroundings and my lifestyle was subconsciously telling me was, no, you can't express yourself. No, this isn't what they want. And if you were to do this, you may not be able to debut. And it felt like my identity was constantly being violated. And I don't know how I went through that at that time. It just, like, looking back now, I could never go through that again, because now I know how much that changed me. Yeah. And we were very, very lucky. We were so, so lucky, because we got to meet 민희진 대표님, who was there to help us, like, kind of break through that barrier, at least in a very creative way. So she was able to, like, bring back that creative side of us, bring back that side of us that wants to do music, that wants to really, build a relationship with music. Like, even at school, I remember I was a perfectionist, but I never had, like, these boundaries of how I should portray myself. And never did I have a voice in my head telling me, no, you can't say this, no, you can't do that. Never. So for someone whose passion is music, And for someone who needs to be open and free to build a relationship with music, I guess I just needed that side of me back. And like I don't know. I don't know. Like, there are trainees nowadays starting at even a younger age. And I feel like I'm definitely not saying that all the trainees would be in this kind of situation. I'm just saying there could be trainees that, like me, are constantly being held in a position where they are non-stop being compared and non-stop being ranked. And that's heartbreaking, and that worries me. And I mean, like, just because those children, like, have... What I want to say is just because those trainees, those children have a dream to one day, like, perform on stage and to be a performer, they shouldn't be treated like dolls. They shouldn't be treated like dolls. That's what I wanted to say, basically. Yeah. I don't know. This is very weird for me to be expressing myself like this, but I just don't think trainees or artists should be experiencing even a remotely similar situation to what I went through at that stage, because it's, as I said, it's so heartbreaking. Because what if they don't have the voice to speak out? Or what if they don't have the support that they need and they deserve as a performer? Yeah. So, for me, I guess, although it may take a lot of time, it may take my whole life regaining that side of me, I think I'm strong enough now to start trying. And a lot of that strength came from you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, sincerely. Actually, lastly, I have one. Oh my gosh, my computer just like... See, I'm using my computer as like lighting right now because everyone's sleeping and I don't want to turn any lights on, but okay, what I want to say lastly on behalf of those trainees and young artists out there that might not have the voice to speak out, please, people should be treated as people, and every individual deserves respect and dignity. Every individual deserves respect and dignity. Having experienced this firsthand, I know how hard it is to take courage and to speak out. So I guess that's kind of why I reached out to you guys and had I didn't know I was gonna have it, but have this kind of talk with you guys, have this, you know, sharing time with you guys, because, you know, yeah, you guys are my family. And as I reached out after realization that after I reached out to my family, to my close actual family, and to myself, was I able to really take it all in and, you know, be able to say, oh, yeah, I want to change that for myself now. And I want to find back that free-spirited, I don't give a damn Dazzy that I once lost. Because she's pretty awesome. She's pretty damn awesome. And she's really free-spirited, and yeah. Exactly, period. Thank you. Yeah, so that's why I'm reaching out to you guys, because you guys are like my family, and you deserve... I don't deserve you guys. You guys are just too amazing, but still, I just wanted to share it with you guys, because you guys deserve to know what I'm feeling, because like, to constantly be sharing like this, I think it's very important in a good relationship. Yeah. I am very excited about our future. I'm very excited about NJZ's future, and I'm very excited about my future and what is to come. And I literally just can't wait to get back into music and just get back on stage and be performing there with you guys as a family. That sounds very weird. Like, you guys are my family in a very special and unique way. So, that's why I just, like, keep saying that you're family, because that's just how I feel. I don't know, I guess I kind of said everything that I wanted to, you know, say, but I hope like this talk with you guys can be my very first tiny step to fulfilling my goal. I've been so just, like, I haven't been, because you know how I normally just, like, read comments and talk to you guys, but I've just been, like, going off myself, talking about what I wanted to say, that I haven't been able to really, like, you know, answer some of the comments or the questions. You guys have anything to say? If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am willing to spend the whole, like, I could if I could, but I do have a schedule tomorrow, so I do have to sleep. But if I didn't, then I am willing to just not sleep and just, like, spend all night with you guys, pull an all-nighter. I want to one day do that. Let's do that one day. Let's just, like, pull an all-nighter together and just talk about random stuff. Yeah. So, and oh, thank you. It's means a lot that you guys really like understood and took in what I said, because as I said many times before, it does take a lot of courage to be able to speak out about this, having it been such like something so bottled up inside. So thank you so much. Did I enjoy the Ruby concert? Did I? I was blown away. Enjoy doesn't even start to express how amazing it was. I actually really, really enjoyed, I don't know, it may just have been like the music, but the after party was just like, the vibe was crazy. And there were some pretty cool dances there. Yeah, ooh, wanna rock with Jenny. And so me and Honey Onni, being the party animals that we are, there was like a saipa, there was like a dance saipa in the middle of like the 장소에 약간 사이퍼처럼 이렇게 되어 있었거든요. 그리고 DJ가 계속 노래를 틀면서 이렇게 되게 저랑 하니 언니가 조금 신나서 we were like, okay, this is our chance to show some freestyle dancing. And so we got in there and we started, doing our dance, and then they were just like like having the lights all flashing. There were a lot of party freaks. I love that vibe though. It's very fresh because I never got to experience like that ever. Obviously because I was probably too young to, but yeah. They're all so sweet. There were so many sweet, adorable people there. And I hope we did take a lot of like videos and pictures of at the after party, but I don't know, because it's not just me in the pictures. I don't know. I need permission to be able. I always want like everyone's permission before I can like post or show you guys something. It's just so. Post it. No, I told you I need permission. I need permission before. Oh, thanks for understanding. Thanks for understanding, boo. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my favorite song, Jenny Ruby's album, Soul City. Hands down. Both hands down. It is such a fire song. And I told her that me and Honey really like the song Soul City. It's like my favorite song. And then she's like, everyone was like, that song, like, we weren't, like, it's not big, like it's not as big as the other songs, so they were thinking of just like not like they were contemplating about it. But if that song wasn't in like the album, I feel like it just like wraps the album up so nicely. So I'm like, no, you made the right decision. She's like, I know, I love that song. That was like such a fire song to me, and I don't, so yeah, definitely Soul City. Hola. I get that a lot. I get like comments saying, can you say hola? Hola. Yeah. Oh my gosh. As I said earlier, Rosie is such a sweetie. 로제 선배님은 정말 되게 언니 같은 느낌이었어요. 엄청 우리한테 되게 좋은 얘기도 많이 해주셨고, she spoke a lot of words of wisdom, and yeah, she's very down to earth. 근데 저 진짜 너무 가기 싫은데 I better get like at least 2 hours of sleep before my schedule tomorrow. So I've just been up, just like talking with Mum, and this was before I turned on the live, just talking with Mum and just like thinking, and then thinking some more. Yeah. So I if I can, I should get some sleep. It was lovely talking to you guys though. And no, I can't give no spoilers. Yeah. I will speak to you guys soon though, and hopefully we can do another tantek call, because that was way too short. We were talking and then it just felt like we said hello and then goodbye, which was it was too short for me. Anyway, so I'll talk to you soon, and you guys get some rest and get some sleep too. Very, 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 very important. No, don't go. But I have to. I gotta go now. Like, really, I gotta go now. You two sleep well. Love ya. Bye.